often with Karens, if there is justice, we don't see it. We see the video, we see the interaction, them interfering with people's lives, usually with racist overtones, and then we just hope that karma or justice actually happens. Well, in this case, you don't have to wait. It's the fastest turnaround I've seen. Take a look at this.
Are you recording? Are you recording me? Do you have permission to record me? Do you have permission to record me? Do you have permission to record me? Oh, no. Do you have permission to record me?
Well, you don't have permission to smack people.
I don't care. She don't have permission to record me. That's okay. I already have a lawsuit. I have another lawsuit.
Okay, so the best thing that could have happened is none of that happening. That would have been the best thing. But the second best is that seconds after the woman with the Trump flag smacks the phone out of another woman's hand, instantly cops calmly, they're not body slamming or anything, they're just walking her away. They couldn't have been more than 10 feet away. Why was the woman slapping a phone out of someone's hand, JR?
I was wondering. I was like,
they're right out of frame.
This is. I don't know the background of this woman, but
I don't.
This is definitely the quickest response I've ever seen of police when a crazed MAGA Trump person is acting out, because we know our cops have slow response times when it comes to certain folks, but they came right to her, and apparently she doesn't care. They're like, oh yeah, you gotta come with us. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you should have just come to us.
Why do you think? Does she expect that it's just gonna be a little bit of a talking to? I mean, she arguably was trying to destroy property that cost what, at least $300, maybe $1,000 and more. Like, phones are not cheap, like smacking out of someone's hand. And to be fair, we don't know what happened before that. The woman was filming her, presumably because of the Karen-y nature of the situation. It's also possible that the woman whose phone slapped out had done something, but she was the one that's documenting it. And usually that leans towards that's a person who has been aggrieved in some way. But yeah, why do you think that the woman didn't mind the cops taking her away? Like, usually when you're in an airport, and by the way, this was at the Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport, you're there because you sort of need to be, you have something you need to do.
Right.
She seemed like everything's just fine, just do whatever you want.
I can miss this flight, it's okay. I only paid $582 for it.
I know, it's such a waste of money, and the plans being thrown off and everything. Oh geez.
Yeah, again, like you said, we don't know the background. We don't know where the altercation started. Yes, all that. But there's this, I don't know, normal people have a different heightened awareness in airports to not find themselves in a bad situation there. Like, just going through a security check, I always have to do this stuff on my head because they think there's like cocaine embedded in my dreadlocks.
Oh my God.
Have you ever do that? You have to touch your head, and there's a paper swab. You have to rub your hand on it to make sure there's no drug residue comes off. I guess it turns purple or something. I have no idea. It hasn't happened, so
it has not.
I mean, the purple residue hasn't happened yet because I don't keep the drugs in my dreads.
Good idea. Like, when I eventually grow dreads, which eventually I'm going in that direction, I will try to keep them out of the drugs.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.